In this week's video, we're going to be looking at 5 ways to shine when you're on holiday and you're in your 50s. If you missed part 1 last week, my goodness, where were you? Make sure you look down in the description below and click on that video and go over and watch it. Give me a like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me where in the world you're watching this from, and share me with somebody that you think might find this content interesting. So last week's joy was looking at the anticipation and the planning that's involved before you even reach your destination. This week, let's look at what it is that actually makes a holiday so joyful and restorative. It's the chance to get away from our day-to-day routine, isn't it? Have some time off work, spend precious time with family and friends. It doesn't have to be a week or 2-week holiday though. It could simply be a day or an afternoon off work. Now, as a teenager, it was all about sunbathing, getting up late, going clubbing, thrill seeking. Maybe you're still doing that in your 50s. If you are, tell me your secret. Now in my 50s, it's about embracing and observing other cultures. Maybe even bringing some of that back home with me. Who wouldn't like to be having a siesta every afternoon? It could be immersing yourself in another language, maybe picking up some phrases and expressions, perhaps being inspired to learn that language too. It's a time to balance your itinerary with downtime, unwinding, relaxation. Tell me what it is that you do when you go away and how you find that you relax and switch off. For me, it's listening to different music and tasting different foods and flavors, and of course having that luxury of time and just sitting down, having a long leisurely meal and savoring every flavor, which brings me to strength. Our modern lifestyles can often mean that we end up falling out of our habits and our healthy eating, and I like to use the holiday as actually an opportunity to get back on track and be inspired. So for example, in Greece, it was all the beautiful fish and prawns and the grilled vegetables, which I don't seem to have done for a long time. And I don't know about you, but I also like a little something sweet afterwards. Maybe it's a few squares of dark chocolate, but when I was away, the Greeks often bring out beautiful fresh watermelon, and that can help just take off that little bit of craving for sweetness as well. So I think I might be bringing that back home with me. It's also a wonderful time to remind ourselves of being fully present when we eat and releasing all concept of time. In fact, I often like to try and not wear a watch when I'm away and not look at what time it is, and only eat when I'm hungry and just go with whatever it is my body wants, not according to time. Now, let's reflect on simplicity. In this fast-paced world, we can often become overwhelmed, trying to cram in more and more. Many of us are part of the sandwich generation, where we're looking after children and aging parents, trying to juggle a career and our home. So when we're on holiday, it's nice to be able to take the time to pause and observe the nature around us. It was hard not to stop every 2 steps I took in Greece, looking at all the beautiful flowers, observing each petal, colour, the structure, the reminder that natural beauty and contentment actually comes from simplicity. A flower just needs the sun, the soil, some water, and can flourish just as we too can flourish from a more minimalist approach. A flower doesn't strive to be anything other than what it is. We don't need to constantly change to add to ourselves. True beauty shines when we embrace what's true to our core. So let's appreciate a deeper connection to nature and the world around us and ourselves, which ties in with spirituality this week. Of course, it's wonderful to take photographs and share them with our friends and family, but might I also suggest recording your emotions and feelings? So it could be in a journal or in notes in your phone, or sending a message to a friend or family member and as a digital postcard. Apple has a great free journal which allows you to add photographs and an entry, and it's a really quick, easy way of recording special moments. By recording the emotions that go with that image, it can really help transport you to that moment and remind you how you felt even after you're back home. Now for beauty this week. Let me share with you what works if I wake up in the morning and I've got red, tired eyes and I'm not feeling confident and just want to get down to the beach or the pool, down to breakfast, but feel good about myself. The first thing is grab an ice cube. This is genius. It wakes you up, it refreshes your face, and it helps take down any puffiness. Of course, it's also brilliant for any hot flashes. If you don't have an ice cube, then try splashing lots and lots of cold water, or grab a face cloth and make it as cold as you can and just keep pressing that into your skin. The second thing is I always walk with eye drops. Quite often when you have red eyes, it's actually because they're dehydrated. So a good hydrating eye drop is great, or if you don't wear contacts, you can also look out for those ones that are brightening and take the redness out and make the whites of your eyes really white. The third step is putting on some bronzer. Once I've given myself some colour, I add instant vitality to my skin and feel so much better. And I can link my 2-step bronze glow in the description below for you to take a look at. Then add your favourite pair of sunnies, which also saves having to put on any eye makeup. My optician recently shared with me that actually cataracts are caused by the build-up of years and years of exposure to UV rays, so it's the perfect excuse to wear those sunglasses. Finally, do a quick posture check by standing up straight, rolling your shoulders down your back, tucking in your pelvis and tilting your hips slightly. You're going to feel so much better and more confident. I hope you found some inspiration here this week, and if you have any tips, then please do share them with me and everybody in the community in the comments below. And for this week, I'd like to wish you strength. Perhaps you have something coming up this week that you've been putting off. I want to take a moment to wish you the strength you need to do it. Please join me next Saturday, and I'll be sharing how to keep that holiday feeling lingering even after you reach home. I'll see you then.